pregnancy is a very confusing period, then imagine what taking care of a newborn can be like. A lot of mothers usually say pregnancy is much easier than taking care of a newborn baby because there are so many doubts on what to do and what not to do. In this video, let us look at 10 things that you should never do for your newborn baby, and I'll give you the scientific reasoning of why you should never do them. So stay tuned till the end of this video. Hi, I am Saranya, the founder of Babypedia and a birth professional. And in this video, let us look at 10 things you should never do with your newborn baby. Number one, what you should never do is give your baby bath immediately after they are born. So now the concept of delayed bath is recommended for babies because when your baby is born, your baby is covered with all the good bacteria that is present in your bodily fluids, and some of your baby's body parts will be covered with a thick cream that is called vernix caseosa. So now this vernix is the thick cream that was covering your baby's skin when your baby was inside the amniotic sac, so that your baby's skin does not get too saturated with the amniotic fluid. Now this vernix has a lot of benefits for your baby because it has a lot of immunity boosting factors, and it also protects your baby's skin against infections. It is also very moisturizing in nature. So after your baby is born, instead of giving your baby a bath immediately, what you can do is, if you observe this vernix on your baby's skin, gently rub it onto the skin so that it gets absorbed and your baby gets all the benefits of this vernix. Another reason why you should not give your baby bath in the first few days after they are born is because your baby loses a lot of weight and calories and energy when they are learning to regulate their body temperature. And when you give them a bath, what happens? There's a lot of energy loss leading to more weight loss in your baby. So instead of giving them a bath, maybe if you feel like your baby is too dirty because they've been peeing and pooping a lot, you can just wet a soft cotton towel and give them a wipe after you have rubbed all the vernix into their skin. Now the second thing you should not do is give them a rough massage. Massaging your baby is a bonding activity which can also lead to stronger muscles. But if you do it in a way that pains your baby, that causes your baby a lot of trauma, then it is not recommended at all. Gentle massage, where you or one of the family members like the grandmother, father, are looking at your baby, talking to your baby, maybe singing to your baby, a lot of eye contact, gentle touches, makes it such a loving and fun activity that will benefit not only your baby but you also, because there's a lot of love hormones that is being secreted in your body when you are massaging your baby and seeing them smile and laugh. So no rough massages for your baby because it can be dangerous for your baby's muscle development as well. The third thing that you should never do is remove your baby's body hair. It is very normal and common for newborn babies to have a lot of hair on their body, especially their shoulders, their arms. Hair on a human body serves a purpose. It helps in regulating body temperature. It also prevents us from getting bites from insects and getting skin infections from outside. Your baby's skin is very sensitive and is susceptible to a lot of infections. So having your baby's body hair is actually beneficial for them. Let your baby grow as an adult. If needed, they can remove their hair. Remember, removing body hair is not needed even for adults. But if your baby feels the need when they are 18 plus, they can obviously remove their hair. But as a newborn baby, please do not, apply turmeric mixed with wheat. Don't roll it on their body to remove the body hair because their body hair serves a purpose. If after a few weeks or months, usually babies will shed their initial hair and then hair will regrow. Even if it doesn't happen, please don't worry. Like I said, it is not necessary to remove your baby's newborn hair. Next, do not give honey to your baby at least till 1 year of age. Not during the naming ceremony. In some families, as soon as the baby is brought to the room, you give sugar, water or honey. This is not recommended at all. This is because some types of honey, because some beehives usually have a growth of bacteria. These bacteria leave their spores in honey. So especially a type called C. botulinum, if the spores of this bacteria is there in the honey that you are giving your baby, then your baby's immunity is not yet developed to fight against this bacteria. So it can lead to severe food poisoning, loose stools, and in worst cases, paralytic attacks to your baby and even death. Remember, not all honey has this bacteria, but what if the honey that we give our baby has this bacteria and it causes these side effects? This is totally unnecessary and uncalled for. After 1 year of age, your baby can very easily digest the fight against the bacteria that is present in honey. So you can introduce honey after 1 year, but never before 1 year of age. Next, never press their breasts and remove the milk. See, that milk is because of the remaining hormones that is there in your baby's body that is passed on from your body during pregnancy and birth. Now, even when you don't remote, you don't press your baby's breasts, especially boy babies, it will all become okay given a couple of days when all the hormones just settle down. You don't see a lot of foreigners, walking around with huge chests, right? Because the reasoning behind what our grandmothers or mothers are going to tell you is that if you don't remove it, then your boy baby will have heavy chests instead of flat chests. That doesn't happen in a lot of other cultures, and remember, not a lot of cultures remove the milk from the breast of a boy baby. So please do not do that. Sometimes it can lead to inflammation, it can lead to infections, it can lead to a lot of pus forming inside your baby's nipples and breasts, leading to complications, infections, and even hospitalization of your baby. So please do not press your baby's nipples and remove any milk. The next very common thing that a lot of families and households do is molding your baby's head because it looks a little conky. Okay, so see, when especially during a vaginal birth, if your baby is in the pushing stage, stuck in the birth canal for quite some time, their head will mold into a conical shape. It can be conical up or towards the sides or towards the front. This is very normal because the bones in your baby's skull is not yet formed. It's still divided into 5 different bones. Give it some time and your baby's head will automatically settle down into a pretty decent shape. Remember, even if we shave everybody's head in the family, not everybody will have a perfectly round head. Everybody will have a different head. As soon as you grow hair, it's not going to be noticed at all. Do not try to mold your baby's head by massaging it. Remember, the bone is very, very soft when your baby is born. The skull is like the tip of your nose, it's very flexible. So if you give a little extra pressure, it can cause a lot of damage to your baby's head and their brain. Okay, so do not mold your baby's head. The next thing, please try not to introduce a bottle ever, not at any stage, because this can lead to a lot of dental issues, jaw developmental issues, and tongue issues for your baby. This can lead to their teeth growing crooked, mouth breathing, sleeplessness, less concentration, and a lot of other issues that your pediatric dentist will be able to explain to you. Then the next question that mothers ask me is, if not a bottle, then how do I feed formula? How do I feed express milk to my baby? You can always search for how to give your baby milk in a cup. Okay, cup feeding is perfectly okay. If that doesn't work, even spoon feeding is okay. Once your baby crosses 5-6 months, you can always give them milk in a tumbler. Your baby will be able to drink it from that open cup or a tumbler very well. That is okay for their jaw development. It is just a feeding bottle that is not recommended for your baby's teeth and jaw development. The next is letting your baby cry it out. Yes, I know still in a lot of families, including mine when my son was born, there are a lot of well-meaning relatives who will come and tell you, let your baby cry, only then their lungs will develop well. A boy baby will learn to express their emotions, etc. But that is not true. A baby cries only when they have a need. The need could be something as simple as hunger, or they've wet their diaper, they're feeling sleepy, or it could be something more emotional like they're missing you. So your baby just wants to be with you. Remember that from the minute your baby was formed till the minute your baby was born, your baby knew only you. Your baby was connected to you. Now all of a sudden, just because your baby is born and outside, your baby is crying, it doesn't mean that your baby is a mature person and can handle themselves. No, your baby still needs you. So it's okay to carry your baby whenever your baby cries. You do not necessarily have to let your baby cry it out. That is not recommended. It's not good for your baby's brain development and their emotional development. So carry your baby whenever your baby wants to be carried, and see how much of love your baby will experience and how your baby will relax when you do that. Next, as soon as the baby is born, at least for the first 45 days, try to spend as much time as possible with your baby. Do not separate the mother and the baby. Because babies still 45 days or 3 months after they are born, they still think they are still a part of their mother. They need their mother's warmth to thrive, to gain weight, to relax, to sleep well, to breastfeed well, and everything. So preferably keep the baby in the same room as the mother. Try to carry, like I told you before, try to carry your baby as much as possible. This is very much recommended for your baby's brain development, weight gain, sleep, immunity, and every possible area of your baby's development. Finally, Do not give water to your baby until 6 months of age. Till 6 months, only breast milk, or if you are giving formula milk should be going inside the baby's mouth. Other than that, if your doctor has recommended any supplements, you can give your baby. You don't have to give anything else. No water, no herbs, nothing. Your breast milk contains 80% of water. So whenever your baby is thirsty or needs water, your baby is going to breastfeed and your baby is going to get all the water that they need. Even if you are giving formula, please mix the formula in the proportion that is given on the formula packet or the tin. When you mix it in that correct proportion, your baby does not need any extra water. The more water you give your baby, then the lesser nutrients your baby is going to get, lesser your baby is going to gain weight, and excess water can also lead to kidney issues for your baby. You don't want their kidneys to be working overtime, right? So you don't have to give water to your baby till 6 months. After 6 months of age, when you introduce solids, just a sip or two when you are giving solids, and then you can breastfeed for the rest of the day so your baby does not get dehydrated. So these are the 10 things that you should never do with your newborn baby. I hope you got a lot of clarity. So don't forget to like this video if you found a lot of good information. Share it with another pregnant or breastfeeding mother or mother of a newborn so that they can also benefit from all this information. And subscribe to the channel to get much more informative videos like this one. Take care. I will see you soon in another interesting video. Till then, this is Saranya. Bye-bye.